Welcome to a slow, beginner-friendly lesson on using strings, made for absolute beginners. Practice only, store strings in variables and print them. No format mini course. No method list, so far strings just sit there. But Python can do a great deal with them. You can glue two strings into one, repeat a string many times, count its characters, and pluck out a single letter by position. These are the everyday moves of working with text, and they all use symbols you already know, reused in a friendly way. Today we learn each move, one at a time, with short examples you can read out loud. Strings can act. The first move is joining. Programmers call it concatenation, a long word for a simple idea, sticking strings end to end. The plus symbol does it. When Python sees plus between two strings, it does not add numbers, it stitches the text together into one longer string. Order matters, so the left string comes first and the right string follows. That is all joining is, gluing text in the order you give it. Glue them end to end. Every greeting, every message, every line of text a program shows begins at a keyboard, assembled by hand. Joining, repeating, slicing, these are the moves that turn raw typing into something a user reads. Master them, and your programs start to speak in full sentences. Built by hand, here is joining in action. Hello plus a space plus world becomes hello space world. Notice we had to add the space ourselves, Python will not insert one for you. You can also join variables. First holds Ada, last holds Lovelace, and full becomes Ada space Lovelace by combining the three pieces. The plus between strings always means stitch, never arithmetic. That is the whole trick of concatenation. Plus means stitch. Here is a trap that catches every beginner. You cannot join a string directly to a number. Age plus the number 25 fails, because Python refuses to guess whether you mean add or stitch. The fix is to turn the number into text first, with str, and then join. The result reads age:25. Whenever plus complains, ask yourself whether both sides are strings. If not, convert with str. Numbers need str. The star symbol repeats a string. Ha*3 becomes ha ha ha. Dash equals *5 becomes a row of 5 dash equals pairs. Repeating by 0 gives the empty string. Notice the pattern, the same symbols, plus and star, mean different things depending on the type. Plus joins strings, star repeats them. The symbol is borrowed from numbers, but with text it does something wonderfully literal. Star means repeat. Think of building a string like writing on paper. You add a word here, copy a phrase there, underline one letter by singling it out. Nothing disappears, you just make new lines from the old. Working with text in code feels exactly that physical. Like writing on paper. Len, short for length, counts the characters in a string. Len of hello is 5. Len of the empty string is 0.
Len of a B, that is the letter A space, and the letter B, is 3, because the space is a real character.
Length never lies about what is there. It is the honest answer to the question, how many marks are inside this piece of text, counting every letter and every space. Count every mark. Now for the friendliest tool in all of Python, the F string. Put the letter F before the opening quote, and you can drop a variable straight into the text by wrapping it in curly braces. Name holds Ada, so the F string becomes hello, Ada. The braces are a little window where a value pops into the sentence. F strings make building sentences feel almost like writing English, and they are the tool you will reach for every day. Drop a value in. F strings happily take numbers too, with no conversion needed. Age holds the number 25, and the F string reads you are 25 years old. The number is inserted into the text automatically. This is why F strings beat joining with plus, they handle any type without complaint. You write the sentence the way you want it to read, drop values into braces, and Python does the rest. Numbers welcome here. Text grows. A first name meets a last name, a greeting meets a name, a sentence swallows a number. Watching a short string become a full message is one of the first satisfying feelings in programming, and it only takes a plus and a pair of braces. Text grows. You can pull out a single character by its position, using square brackets.
S0 is the first letter, H. S1 is the second letter, E. Remember, positions start at 0, not 1, because that is how computers count.
Indexing lets you reach any letter of a string by asking for its place. Read it as, give me the character at position 0, then position 1, and so on. Count from 0. There is a lovely shortcut for counting from the end. A negative index reaches backward.
S-1 is the last letter, O. S-2 is the second to last, L. So you never need to know the length to grab the final character, just ask for -1.
Negative indexing is a small kindness that saves you a length call whenever you want the end of a string. -1 grabs the end. Slicing takes a whole run of characters at once. You give two positions separated by a colon inside the brackets. S0:3 gives hell, the characters from position 0 up to but not including 3. S1:4 gives L. Notice the second number is where you stop, not the last character you keep. Slicing is how you cut a piece out of a longer string. Cut a piece out, you can leave one side of the colon empty. S:3 means from the start up to 3, giving hell. S2: means from position 2 to the very end, giving yo. S: with nothing on either side gives a copy of the whole string, hello. These defaults are shorthand. Python fills in the obvious start or end for you. Once you use them a few times, they feel completely natural. Leave a side empty. Indexing and slicing are how a program picks out the piece it needs. The first letter, the last three letters, the middle word. It is searching with a ruler, measuring exact positions and cutting on the mark. Precise, predictable, and quietly powerful. Cut on the mark. Let us build something real. Name holds Sam, and an F string turns it into a greeting. Good morning, Sam. You now have all the pieces, variables hold the values, F strings drop them into a sentence, and the result is a friendly message ready to print. This is how real programs greet users, by name, with one short line. Greet by name. Here is another. Item holds coffee, count holds 2, and the F string reads you ordered 2 coffees. Notice the lowercase s after the braces, added as plain text, to make coffees plural. F strings mix fixed words and live values freely. You write the sentence, tuck the changing parts into braces, and the message assembles itself. Assemble the sentence. One gentle truth about strings. They cannot be changed in place. You cannot overwrite a single letter of an existing string. Instead, you build a new string with the change you want, and give it a name. This property is called immutability, and it sounds scarier than it is. In practice, you just combine and reassign, which is exactly what we have been doing all lesson. Nothing to fear here. Build new, don't edit. Real messages are assembled, not typed whole. A welcome line borrows a name, an order borrows a count and an item. F strings are the rivets that hold these pieces together, turning separate values into one clean sentence that a human can read. A few traps worth naming. Forgetting the space when joining, so two words mashed together. Trying to plus a string and a number without converting. Mixing up the slice's end position, thinking it includes the last character when it stops just before. And forgetting that indexing starts at 0. None of these are failures, they are the usual stumbles, and naming them now makes them easier to spot later. Name the stumbles. One small practice. Build a greeting for yourself. Put your name in a variable, your city in another, and use an F string to write a sentence about both. Then slice the first 3 letters of your name. Reading your own words back from code is a quiet thrill, and it cements the moves far better than any list of rules. Write about yourself. Let us gather it all. Plus joins strings, star repeats them, len counts them. F strings drop values into a sentence. Square brackets index one character, and a colon slices a run of them. And strings are immutable, so we build new ones rather than editing old ones. If those moves feel within reach, you can already compose text in Python. 6 moves, 1 toolbox. The takeaway, in one line. Strings can be joined, repeated, measured, indexed, and sliced, and F strings make building sentences almost effortless. In the next lesson we leave text behind for a moment and meet the simplest type of all, bool, the type that answers yes or no. Take a breath. You just learned to actually work with text. Next, bool, yes or no. Thanks for watching. Next, the bool type, what it is.